Hello? It wasn't raining when I started. Hey, welcome. We're doing more Genshin. So I'm going to do the dailies real quick. Shouldn't take too long. Killing for someone who doesn't deserve it. That's what? Unbelievable. He whiles away his time doing whatever he pleases and doesn't even offer to help at the end. He spends most of his day fishing, but I've never seen him catch more than a couple of tiddlers. Tiddlers? Know what the fucking tiddler is. If it wasn't for me, he'd starve to death. What's the use in complaining? He can't hear me, and even if he could, he'd act like he hadn't. If you got nothing better to do, you can go grab me a couple of extra ingredients. I'm running low here. Nothing much, just Junyun chili and the one lotus head. But there's plenty of ingredients here. My boss paid good money for those. You think this freeloader is going to pay my boss back? I think not. Anything I cook for him comes out of my own pocket. He owes me big time. Just go fetch the vegetables, will you? It's not a huge task. It won't take you long. I believe I have that stuff. There you go. Wait here. When the food's ready, I'll get you to take it over to him. Don't look so hard done by. I'm not making you do this for free. You'll get what you deserve. Don't you worry. All right, it's ready. I'll have it this quick. Take this over to Mr. Doesn't Know How Lucky He Is. His name is Jiang Sui. How do you pronounce that? He'll be fishing down by the water. You can't miss him. Discord notification has still not gone out. It's pretty cool. Daytime. Hello, is it me you're looking for? This is from Smiley. I was wondering where that delicious smell was coming from. He's a really talented chef, you know. Thanks for bringing this, and make sure you thank him profusely for me when you get back. You're still here? It's probably best you get back. When you keep him waiting, he tends to throw one of his temper tantrums. Why does he cook for you? We're friends. We've known each other for a very long time. I went to Dio Marsh once to do a bad thing, but something I had to do. This is the only place left in the whole of Leeway where they let me stay, and the chef here makes sure I'm fed. I won't elaborate any further. It's a long story, and you probably have better things to do with your time. Better let you go. That chef is not the patient type. So you're a thief! A friend of that other thief. So, a few things have happened since last time I streamed this. First of all, this banner dropped. Nobody I really am willing to drop Primo gems for. Beidou looks cool. Rosaria looks cool. But I'm not going to drop Primo gems for him. I want characters that can mesh well with the people I already have. Did you deliver the food? Yes, and he said to make sure I thank me profusely. Please, spare me that charade. The number of times I've heard those words these last few years drives me mad. Thanking me profusely seems to be his only other pastime aside from fishing. Tell you what, how about pack all that in, stop wasting time, and come earn your keep at the inn. There's no use in me venting at you. Here's your rewards. Here's your reward. You've earned it. Like some people, now you can go back to living your life. So that event dropped. From what I've heard, it's the character isn't super duper great. They're okay, but they're not super great. Give me a second.
Fate is called such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
bit of problem with the dead zone on this Xbox Elite 2 controller. Very expensive controller. Long story short, if I'm holding forward on the joystick like this and I let go like this, see the little jitter? Or how I completely turn around? It's picking up very minute movements. And in a game like this where you turn on a dime, like 180 all the way around, you end up facing the wrong way when you're trying to do a combo or something like that. So unless there's a dead zone option, which I doubt, you get camera sensitivity, but they don't have no, of course they wouldn't have dead zone. Not a lot of games do. I don't know how to adjust dead zone outside of a video game. I downloaded the Xbox companion accessory app, or whatever the fuck it's called. And I can adjust some things with my controller. I can adjust how hard the triggers vibrate. Each individual trigger I can set a different vibration strength. I can remap the paddles on the back of the controller. And I can have several profiles. Ooh. It's always nice to have 2 foul drop whenever you want. But yeah, I've adjusted some things.
Let me scry.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Hey, go Barrett Bunny! Delve into destiny. Huh?
There's the Discord notification. Wow, that took a while.
Let me scry. Get him.
Come a little closer.
Lisa, please.
Go Barrett Bunny!
So another thing that's happened since last time, you notice I have to sort of concentrate on combat. I ended right after advancing my world level to 3. And I think some of you may know what I'm about to say. The game got too hard. And there's no way to reverse it. That's not what I wanted. I was able to bypass the problem I'm about to talk about and raise everybody's level cap to 50. But now I'm running low on experience items and artifact leveling sort of things. I've gotten them pretty powerful. But before that, I couldn't get the... materials here. Let's see, how do you look at these? There we go. These things from the Oceanid. Fighting a level 50 Oceanid with level 40 characters is basically impossible. Unless you have constellation upgrades for specific characters, but getting these things, like the Cleansing Hearts or the Everflame Seeds. Basically boss materials. Trying to get boss materials from all the bosses, which are now level 50 for me, when most of my characters at the time were level 30 or 40. I didn't realize you need those boss materials to ascend your characters. And there's no way to fight weaker versions of the bosses. So now I had a bunch of low-level characters needing parts from this really high-level boss that I can't beat. So I can't make my character stronger. You see what I'm saying? The Oceanid, the water one, is particularly bad because it spawns enemies. They regenerate in the rain, and it's always raining. And if you don't beat them in time, they insta-kill you with an ability. They also have this arena, like, AoE that does a massive amount of damage. And not to mention the enemies are just kind of difficult in general. You fucking asshole.
Come a little closer. Blitz.
Shadows of fate.
There we go. Oh, fuck it.
Decided by destiny.
Let's spark things up a little.
No escape. As a good knight should. I must leave no stone unturned.
Like this?
The wrong test subject.
So, how did I bypass this boss problem, you may be asking? Because it's a problem that's apparently a lot of people run into, and some people drop the game entirely whenever they have this problem. You go into a lower player's world and fight the bosses there. So thankfully, Sapphire is also playing this game, and I was able to go into her world and fight her world level 1 bosses to get materials from those bosses. Thankfully... Oh my god. Can you stop? I need these things. I was just picking a fucking mint. Jesus Christ. So the other thing you could do is have a really high-level person come to your world. You know, the exact opposite. Same train of thought, though.
Let me scroll. Get him.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Steady as stone. Fate is upon you. No one escapes my sight. As a dutiful maid would. Leave it all to me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do elemental stuff, because...
Surrendering will be just...
Got him. Really get a chance to listen to music off stream. I play this game on mute off stream. also not why we're here. We're here for a different thing. So yeah, I guess if you find yourself in the same predicament I was in, which you upgraded your world level to a point to where you literally can't get the ascension items to level up your characters properly, the only thing I can think of is to go to another world, another player's world, or have a high-level player come to you. Because you can't level your world down until you get to level 5, and I'm not there yet. Come on.
You're in for a little shock.
Oh, fuck off.
Steady as stone. Let me scribe.
So not to mention that leveling up your world also levels up the enemies, as you may be able to see. Aim for the fucking guy up there, you dumb bitch. No, aim for the platform beneath him. That's what you want to do.
Leave it all to me.
I want to deal with this guy first, specifically. I didn't want to shoot him off the platform. As a matter of principle.
Someone needs assistance.
So yeah, that's a problem I ran into almost immediately after stopping the last stream. The world being too difficult. Come on. I'm not going over there. He's gonna fucking tunnel here or forget about me. Yeah. So, I mitigated the problem somewhat by going into Sapphire's world and getting a few boss materials. Okay. And basically, now I'm waiting for her to level up. She's at Venture rank 25, I think. So she's able to level up her world. Hey, Cucumber. And I'm just going to wait for her to level up her world before I do any boss grinding with her. I think I got one more. I don't see any purple. I think I'm done. So we're gonna do some story stuff. Well, I've been playing for 20 minutes already. But yeah. It's weird that such a common problem that people have with this game is getting basically soft locked unless you do multiplayer. Because they level up the world before they could gather the proper boss materials. And a simple way to fix that is to, whenever you go to a boss arena, is be able to select the boss difficulty. That's all you'd need to do. Oh, this still has a few more hours. If you need to destroy bosses, I can hop on at some point. I wouldn't be opposed, because I'm at a point where I had to jump in Sapphire's game in order to get some boss materials. But I wouldn't mind tearing through some of my level 50 boss monsters. I'm at level 50 with a few of my characters, but I don't think I'm actually... I still don't think I'm properly prepped to fight the world level that I've sort of set myself with. Justice for book's sake. So we were going to do this. Let me go ahead and heal. You can world level down one time, but it gives you some wiggle room. Yeah, you can do that when you get to world level 5. I'm at world level 3, and I sort of screwed myself out of getting boss materials on my own. So basically, I was at a point where I had level 30 and 40 characters, and all the bosses in the world were level 50. I literally couldn't beat some bosses in the world. So what I resorted to doing was going to Sapphire's world and fighting a few of her lower level bosses. I just don't know. All they need to do is just let you choose boss difficulty when you go up against it. Sort of like when you go up to a shrine or whatever you call them, the trial places. I slapped the bosses for bullying you. Basically, think about the Oceanid fight, except I couldn't do enough damage to kill some of the enemies, so they were just regenerating in the rain. Their level was like red, so...
With rain this heavy, not only are the stars clouded, so too is my scryglass hazy.
Yeah, you couldn't... I just couldn't do enough damage. So then the Oceanid boss, like, insta-kills you, or whatever character you have out at the time, if you can't beat the enemies out fast enough. And then some enemies die, and they have like a... They have like an AoE that takes up the entirety of the arena, and it does like 2,000 damage. So on top of the things that they spawn being extremely difficult when you're too low of a level, I had reached the point where the game completely outpaced me. I didn't realize you could do that.
Smiting me to smithereens.
Somebody in the Discord said they had the same problem. They stopped playing the game entirely. If Sapphire wasn't playing, I probably would have dropped this game. It's sad.
Uh-huh. And what do you want? Come on, spit it out.
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide.
Huh. Don't get me started on the topic of my books. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working to sabotage me. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means?
You're sad that you have nothing to read now?
Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life to curating, collecting, caring for them, and now they're gone. Gone, I tell you. It's useless ranting and raving at you like this. All I can do is try to save enough Mora to buy them back. Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you. Goodbye. Off you go. Go on, go.
Get out of here.
Tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd?
Legend of the Shattered Halberd? There's a title I haven't heard in a long time. You have good taste, my boy.
What? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. Granted, it was almost unknown at the time it was published, but over time it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels and sparked a plethora of imitation works. Barely any copies of the first edition were ever printed.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it allegedly added to the original story.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume of that work is so rare, I could never bring myself to pawn it no matter how much I needed the money.
You mean you still have it?
Yes. It is my one and only remaining treasure.
Hey, Chang.
What?
You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you sell the core lapis or not? I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with Gentry Moutsai, you're messing with the Fatui.
Oh, you again. But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able to buy my collection back.
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate? Perhaps you'd like to take your books with you to an early grave.
You...
You fucker.
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not. You can't force him to sell against his will.
Just who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of other people's business.
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Sapphire pulled this character in one of her normal draws when she started the game. I've heard they're pretty good for a water character. They can do some damage and heal.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master in this day and age. Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now. Who were you supposed to be then, huh? Some sort of Guhua messiah?
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his master, but he is no less guilty.
He's pretty decent. Yeah, actually during this current banner, they let you try this person out, because I guess you can draw them. They're okay. I have better water characters, I think, for my tastes. I have Mona and Barbara. I think they're pretty decent.
Get a load of this guy. Just you wait. You'll be sorry you crossed me. And you, Chang, you're selling that core lapis whether you like it or not.
Oh, how the wolves prey upon the fallen tiger. My days are numbered.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing that book?
He's Chung Yun's friend. Funny thing is he's a LARPer. Hey, he sounds like one. Jeez Louise, give the man a minute. Situational awareness.
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect
Not as bad as Fischl,
to
though.
care about me anymore. But since you did stick up for me, please just take this book and leave me in peace.
I pulled Fischl along with Mona and Barbara, and I pulled Amber at one point. I'm so upset that I want new characters. Some people I want constellations of. I pulled Mona a second time. I could not believe that shit. But I did get Fischl, and yeah, she seems to be out of place in this world, and talks in a weird way with her crow friend.
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay
Xingqiu.
this great act of generosity.
Yeah, I was gonna get Xingqiu from that. Xingqiu. Committing it to memory. Xingqiu. Okay. Ning Wang will carry you for a lot of fights. Oh, that's something I need to check. I need to check if those characters are still in the alternate currency page.
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but I'm not about to put my hopes in some self-professed Guhua disciple.
Hey, where are you going? We've still got a job to do over here.
So let's see here. Who's in the shop? Who's in the shop? Yeah. Okay, so they're still here for 8 more days. Both these characters. I like that you can get these characters with like alternate currency, but I wonder who's going to be there next month. Ganyu is good because her arrows have an AoE if you charge shot. That's amazing. Freeze arrows from a distance with an AoE? Sapphire wants her bad. Sapphire wants Ganyu a lot. Fischl isn't terrible, but she's still an archer. Not many that are balanced. Fischl I've only heard is good is if you get the constellation for her, which makes her normal attacks have... basically, there's a little electric orb that's the Raven incarnate and just shoots little pelts of electricity along with your normal attack arrows. That seems to be the meta with Fischl. Like, she can deal out elemental damage, but I don't have her constellation, so I can't really do that. So she's not really great for me at the moment. They eventually cycle back through, so if you miss this one they'll come back eventually. Yeah, I'm not super crazy on getting any of these at the moment. But I'm curious to see what the characters are in 8 days are going to be. Because there's a couple characters I have my eye on. As far as like the normal draw, I wouldn't mind getting Diluc. I wouldn't mind getting any fucking Animo character, because there's some fucking puzzles where you have to have Animo or Geo, and the main character is one or the other. You can't swap on the fly. So that becomes annoying. And there's actually one puzzle where you need both a Geo character that can place a platform and an Animo character. So I can't even currently do that puzzle without drawing somebody. So Jean wouldn't be bad. I've heard Diona's pretty good. Their healer, Ice Archer. Sucrose would be a good Animo character, I think. Getting Fischl's Constellation would be nice. I wouldn't mind Ningguang, or however you pronounce that, because I did get to test her out, and there was that big, like, ethereal screen she puts up, which is cool, but I wouldn't mind. Beidou, I like the concept. She's like some pirate captain with a electric claymore who can sort of counter. But when I was trying her out, I couldn't really grasp the combat properly, and I was sort of just getting myself killed. Sapphire got Razor as well. Razor seems pretty decent. I drew Barbara, and then I got her from the story. Sucrose and Venti are good Animo. I've heard Venti's possibly the best character in the game. Yeah, I wouldn't mind any of those characters from the normal draw. But getting, like, Diluc would be pretty good. Getting an Animo character in general would be nice. But I've gotten to the point where now draws are few and far between. Unless you spend Primo Gems. Abido or Zhongli would be good Geo platformers. Zhong, is that who I'm thinking of? Yeah, Zhongli I've heard very good things about for a Geo platformer. Oh, Klee would be somebody really good that would, she would match up with Mona a lot. I've heard that her, like, Vaporize with Mona is really, really good. So Ganyu, Klee, Mona, Sucrose is good. Diona is also heard is really good. I didn't draw for Raiden. She's gone. Raiden. I've heard Hu Tao is good, but I don't know exactly how she works. You definitely got to farm dailies for those Primo Gems. I've got a good amount, but the current banner is not something I want. I got 7,700, so I've got enough for like 40 plus for whenever I do get a banner I want to draw from. I don't know. It's, you know what, the good thing that came from me basically getting cock-blocked by the game's difficulty is that I did it first. And I did it before Sapphire leveled her world up. Because she would have dropped the game in a second if that happened to her. She has no patience when it comes to bullshit like that. She would have hit that cap and she's like, nope, I'm going to play Tales. I'm going to play Tales of Arise. Fuck this game. But this is like a cool open world game that we can play together here and there. And that would have absolutely just killed it. So I'm glad that I hit that before she did.
Oh, amazing. I never saw that coming.
Hello? Shincho? Anybody in there?
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
The guy back at Chang the Ninth was pretty bossy.
How can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap? It's daylight robbery, pure and simple.
So I guess we're scrapping Operation Leeway Travel Guide?
Why do you give up on your book search so lightly?
Oh, so now you can hear what we're saying.
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Chang the Ninth. I will return his act of kindness. It is the just thing to do. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection.
You don't have a plan at all, do you?
Of course I do. An initial plan anyway. I still need to work out the details.
Since your friend request.
Give me a second to reflect. It shan't take but a moment.
You're still
Once this
here?
cutscene's done.
What is this, a game to you? You think no one's really gonna get hurt?
No.
I gotta hand it to the Goofball
Oh.
clan.
Hello.
What you lack in numbers and talent, you make up for in guts. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball clan? I meant Guhua clan. That's what you goofballs call it, right?
There's a saying that goes, the insect that shakes the oak tree ludicrously overestimates its ability.
Quit quoting proverbs at me, you buffoon.
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader, especially when the one you seek to threaten is one to whom I owe a debt of gratitude.
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chang and all. But you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui to back me up. A whole army of you and your little Guhua buddies wouldn't be able to help you now.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger to conflict. Why should I cower in the face of evil?
Oh, great speech. But now it's time for you to learn your lesson.
I got the face is very fine detail with the clothing. You can see the pixels in. Oh, hello.
Here to play with me.
Delve into destiny.
Go, go, Baron Button!
You've been a naughty boy.
Time to act. Body and mind.
Ah, fuck it.
Let it rain. I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up. Over here. Now you've got me worked up.
Don't say that.
Written in the stars.
Try not to enjoy this.
I'll take the hits.
Get him. Shadows of fate.
Nice.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision.
All right, he fought too.
You won this round, but you better watch your back. This isn't over.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson?
More to Guhua than meets the eye, huh?
No, you misunderstand. That fellow has a foul mouth, to be sure. But his assessment of the state of the Guhua clan is, well, not exactly incorrect, I suppose. Though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory, it is no easy task.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before long.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do business, and I will ensure the matter is resolved satisfactorily. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute, but the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance to his words. There must be a deeper level of collusion at work here. He mentioned Gentry Mautai. I know this name. He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor. Maybe the two of you could go and investigate.
That idea works, but what are you gonna do?
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace in Liyue Harbor in a bit.
You
Liwa.
really have stuff to do? Are you sure you're not just using us as your errand runners?
Wow, so that's how that turned out. This whole passage is just extraordinary.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying. Paimon just wants to slap him right in his stupid face.
Xingque's vengeance may not be swift, but it will surely come.
Fine, but as per tradition, Paimon gets to pick an ugly nickname for him. From now on, he shall be known as Guhua Geek.
Oh, there it is. Saw the sparkling in the background. It was bugging me. Come here. Hey, son. Chinese takes getting used to. E's are more like U's, sometimes Q's and CH's or so on. Yeah, tell the voice actors that. I've heard them say Liwei and then Liwa. Literally, the same character will say both things back to back because they probably recorded the voice lines like weeks apart and the voice director didn't correct them. I feel bad, like they'll say Liwe and then they'll say Liwei. I suppose, I guess it could be both, but I was making fun of how it was pronounced last time because like they were just saying it in the span of like 5 minutes. I heard it like 3 or 4 different pronunciations because I had just visited the Harper for the first time. This game looks cute, though I don't know what's going on. I keep getting ads for it, and the characters are very cute. It's what got me into the game. A character's birthday came up, and I was like, I want to get the game and try to draw that character. And I got the character. Oh, okay, that was weird. This character, she's a 5-star. And when I reset a few times, but I ended up getting her. And then I drew her a second time on stream. The odds of that are pretty damn low. Because I think it's a 0.6 chance to get her. And I got that pretty... I think... Actually, I can check how many... $45. Yeah, I've made 45 wishes total, and getting Mona twice is pretty cray-cray. Some of the voice actors couldn't get it right no matter how hard they tried. Yeah, I don't know what the correct pronunciation for the city is because I've heard so many different things from the voice acting in this. I suppose I could turn it to Chinese and maybe they'll be more consistent. That's the only thing I could hope. Tried to pull Ganyu and got Mona instead. I'm a guaranteed 5-star at 98. Ooh. So I guess next time that banner comes up, you have a 50-50, or you have a 100% chance of getting her then? Is that how I understand it? I think that's how it works. Like after 90 pulls, you're guaranteed to get a 5-star, but it's a 50-50 shot whether it's the banner one. But then if you do another 90 pulls, you are guaranteed to get the person in the banner, and it carries over to when the banner reappears, I think. Wonder how the Chinese will sound. I don't know, I've only dealt with the English voice acting so far. I'm sure it's fine. I would definitely not be used to it. And the problem is, when I'm playing this game, streaming it, it's so much easier to just let the voices talk and not have to read. And it's better for people who are listening to the stream as well. Do you recommend the game? It's free. And it is anime Breath of the Wild. The only thing I would have a word of warning, and this is for people who actually get into the game a fair bit, is to, when you unlock bosses, farm the bosses and get their materials so that you can properly level up your characters, because if you don't, you will be soft locked like I was. And it's on mobile if you're willing to try that shit out, but it is much better on PC. I think it's on PS4 as well, if you have access to that. Switch release is planned for next year. This game is recommended, but some research and guidance is always kind of ways to kind of make mistakes, yeah. I would say, yeah.
What if Master finds out? Who goes there?
I would also say don't use your Primo Gems for a banner unless you actually want the characters in the banner. Like, save those things up until there's somebody you really want. I'm Chrono, a VIP client of your boss.
How strange. You're not on the guest list.
Mobile is alright, but it'll stuff your memory and takes battery. I could never do action games with touchscreen stuff. I can never get used to that. And this game gets pretty fucking hectic sometimes. I can't imagine playing with a mobile device, personally.
The Master's dealing with some urgent business today. All prior appointments have been canceled.
Urgent business? What is it?
The Master's been working on a major business deal recently. He left early this morning to meet with a VIP client.
What I will say is that it has crossplay, so you can, or cross saves, which means you can play on PS4 and then hop over to your PC, and you can have your save file and log in, and then you can pop over to mobile and do all that. So you can actually use your account on the go and come back and play it on your console or PC. So that's pretty decent. The game does not give you a ton of stuff to draw with, though. Like, this new banner dropped, and I was expecting, after playing many other gacha games, for them to give you some free currency to draw with. There is crossplay as well. Okay, so you can play crossplay as well. That's good. But like Yu-Gi-Oh, for instance, whenever a new box comes out, they give you enough for like a 10 draw. And this game, they give you nothing. They were like, I hope you saved up, because we're not giving you anything. You could have a full squad for events or boss farming. Yeah.
So, where is he now?
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to just anyone.
Just anyone? Are you saying that we're not his VIP clients?
No, I mean, yes, you are. I meant no offense. Please, believe me.
Take me to Gentry Moutsai, or suffer the consequences.
I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations at Shinya Kiosk. I beg for your mercy, please. My master will show me no leniency if he finds out.
Magical Girl Squad, that's absolutely possible. There's a lot of magical girls in this game.
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to rude guards like you. Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on his mind when he's busy negotiating a big business deal with your boss.
His? They got the pronouns wrong, but the text is right. Weird. That's happened to Sapphire a few times. It might have happened to me and I didn't even realize it.
Thank you. May your business forever be blessed by the Lord of Geo.
You can select your character gender at the beginning of the game, either girl or boy. You get to select the twin, and that is the character you play as when you start the game. So I guess they have to record different lines, but I guess they didn't for this specific one.
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator.
Look up Beidou and get it back to us on whether you want to play. She's a pirate queen. And Ningguang, yeah. Actually, I could just show her the player models here. I was just bluffing.
Is that so? Now Paimon knows not to let your wily ways get the better of her in the future. Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui.
This could work in our favor.
In that case, let's get ourselves over to the Shinua Kiosk. Seems business is booming at the Shinua Kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there.
here is Beto. Beto. Bada bida bit. She has a sword. A great sword. I don't know if she actually, unless you have the character, she didn't pull it out on the screen. She's cool. Official's pretty cool. Ning Wong. There's so many girls in this game. There is a surplus of girls in this game. Oh, she's alchemist. Lisa is a character you get guaranteed, and she is super suggestive. In fact, let me see here. I think I unlocked something for her, but actually I haven't heard it yet. She actually...
I can be your teacher, your master, or your friend. Or all three if you want.
But either way, if...
And we got her. Yeah. I mean...
It's the culprit! The culprit has returned to the scene of their crime!
Oh, really?
Don't let them get away! Send reinforcements! Repeat! Send reinforcements!
Oh, give me a break.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh!
Oh, fuck off. I can be here. But yeah, just when this character's birthday came up, and I was seeing a bunch of art of her, I was like, I want to try this game out, maybe. And the game's been out for a year, so they've worked out probably more of the bigger bugs that the game had. So that's nice. Yeah.
I understand. I do. Please do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being uncooperative?
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis yet. But it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone else.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. But if it is not completed in time, you may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know I would not dream of disappointing you, don't you?
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is colluding with the Fatui. Who knows if Gulag Geek has made any progress? Should we go tell him?
There was an audio skip there, and they're gone. I wanted to blast them. This is also a really pretty game in general. Like, the visuals in it are really nice, and the colors are really bright and they pop. For a game that, when people first heard about it, and it does take a lot from Breath of the Wild, it has its own identity at this point, I think.
You said you had other things to look as if you're some sort of man of mystery. When actually, all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to park your backside while you read your book.
You know what Gentry Moutsai is up to now.
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They will know what to do. My liege, for reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you. There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes...
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
A secret text that means a cipher, perhaps?
Hence why I said there's no need for you to read it. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds in Liyue. Why would they want to help us?
What is the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they oversee a lot of business that goes on around here. Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved to action.
Why get them involved anyway?
Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This is something we cannot do on our own. Also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement in this.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help Chain the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. To savor the memory is ample reward. Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither praise nor reward.
That sounds very lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can carry on reading your book, don't you?
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to receive you near Lioli Pavilion.
Hey! Stop ignoring Paimon!
It's interesting. Paimon says Paimon more than anybody. I bet she says it more than everybody in the game combined, even. Wait, do I not? Currently is What? Zoo is busy completing the quest snapshots. I have to do this quest? Okay. I guess I'll turn in this quest so I can continue my story quest. Surprise! Hello. Just where has he gone off wandering to this time? Honestly. Oh, my apologies. How may the Feiyun Commerce Guild be of assistance to you, good sirs? About the camera? Have you managed to deliver the pictures? Done deal. Thank you, thank you. All right, I never turned this in. I'm sorry for troubling you, but we're barely keeping our heads above the water here. Ah, yes, please take this camera as thanks for your help. This must be very expensive. No problem. I mean, you did help us, didn't you? This is not an exceedingly expensive object either. It's just a sample that our partners in Fontaine gave us. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. There are some differences between it and the official model, but the basic functions are all there. It'll definitely be enough for your needs. And if you take a liking to it, you can also help us with some advertising here and there. Regardless, thanks for your help, and please take this camera with you. Well, and he's gone. Now I can do this. You fucking instant transmission over here. Swoosh.
Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance. It's all in this letter.
Why are you suddenly talking like Sing Chui? Sing Chu? Sing Chui? Sing Che. Oh god.
Oh, I see. This again.
Again?
Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating. let me give this a read.
Can we actually read this thing? Is it even written in the common tongue?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your host for tonight.
We're not here to stay.
Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to prepare. Please take a seat here in Leo Lee Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments while taking in the ocean view. Consider it a small token of our esteem.
Yay! Tasty snacks! They're giving us the VIP treatment.
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. When honored guests grace us with their presence, far be it from us to shirk our duty to them. Please, this way.
Oh, I think I already accepted the friend request, but yeah, I'll get you in here as soon as we're done with the quest here. I do know that you can explore the world and do bosses and stuff with other people, but you can't like even talk to NPCs or do any story.
Or turned away at the door. Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Thank you for your patience.
Turns out that letter was bullshit, and we need you to leave now.
With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, it will take more than a slap on the wrist to get through to him. For him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted on Chang the Ninth. Since Gentry Moutsai's business has to do with Core Lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liyue. That will put him in a rather sticky situation. Deprived of the necessary raw materials, even the best craftsperson in Teyvat would be unable to make their product.
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things up between him and the Fatui. But Liyue is huge. Is it really possible to buy up every last bit of Core Lapis in the harbor?
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, we must ask for your further cooperation in the matter.
It's technically a separate instance when you're in multiplayer, but when you leave that instance, you keep progress. Yeah, we learned some stuff when me and Sapphire were playing multiplayer, like she was able to get teleporters and activate them, but she wasn't able to activate statues of 7. She wasn't able to activate the ones that actually heal you. We also learned like that tall characters have a faster walk speed than shorter characters. And they also climb faster as well. But their sprint speed is the same. Except Mona sprints a little faster with her magic water walk thing. But yeah, talking to NPCs you just can't do. And story stuff, she tried to get me in there to help her with like a story dungeon, but you can't do story dungeons. Visitors can't interact with... No, she couldn't even activate it herself. I couldn't like do anything. I couldn't open any chests. I couldn't inspect little sparkles, but she couldn't activate one of the statues of the 7 that we found. Yeah, Kaya and Lisa are taller characters, so they're just faster doing walking stuff, but sprint speed is the same. It's weird. I didn't notice it until we were like running side by side and we did like a couple test stuff.
First, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked their respective locations on your map.
I also found out, because I was in her game and I marked places on the map, and when I went back to my game, those places on the map were marked in my map. So like any map markers I put down in somebody else's world carry over to my map when I go back. So that's pretty cool.
There is also some unsold Core Lapis at the Chasm. You will need to purchase that too. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth's batch.
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city, another one at the Chasm, and then Chang the Ninth. Roger that!
Of course. We are not expecting you to cover the costs.
Wow, so many more! With cash like this, Paimon could rent out Lioli Pavilion and eat there for a whole month!
The Feiyun Commerce Guild is certainly generous with its resources.
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. It's just par for the course now.
They're throwing money around to teach somebody a lesson.
All you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will handle the transportation and other trifling matters. Once you have purchased all the Core Lapis, please proceed to the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse, where you can see the rest of the plan unfold.
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the order the guy said. First the cellars in the city, then the chasm, and then last but not least, Chang the Ninth.
This place looks... I know the dust particles, they do the job. This place looks nice. Oh, and then it glitched as soon as it hit a certain time of day. Hang on. Okay, it just hit like sunset. All right. Wow. Like as soon as this place looks nice. Go away, son. Get out of my sight. The game can't look pretty anymore. It has to be nighttime. Okay. Start buying up all the ore in town. Sell me your ore, old man, or I'll... Oh, wait, hello. Hi, are you looking for me? Nope. Bye.
Hi, anything I can do for you?
I'll take all of your core lapis.
You want
Son.
all my core lapis? I've already agreed to several orders.
I was talking about some sunlight that was coming through a window. I was complimenting it, and then the game turned nighttime, like, in an instant.
Well, that's sad. None are in writing. The buyers are being incredibly indecisive.
Then let the Feiyun Commerce Guild take it off your hands.
Oh, it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild? Seems business trends are about to change in Liyue. Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself. Come, let us sign a contract. Don't worry about my prior client. He hadn't made any down payments or anything. Quite common in the industry. Thank you for your patronage. We hope the Feiyun Commerce Guild will continue to do business with us.
Okay. There's 2 down there. Give me your blue eyes, old man. I won't take no for an answer.
My apologies, but I'm out of stock at the moment. Please try again next time.
Are you out of core lapis too?
Oh, I thought you were here to purchase Snezhnayan products.
Snezhnaya.
No, that I still have. Although I ship it all to factories in Snezhnaya. I don't do retail. Too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry.
Does we'll take it all still count as retail?
What? No. Give me a second to think. All right, I'll do it. Just need you to sign for it. Clearly no shortage of cash flow in Liyue.
Liyue? What do you sell? Why is it so chilly here? You too? It's not just me after all. I'm wearing plenty of layers, but somehow I'm cold. I can't stop shivering. Let me see what's going on. Turns out I had the stone in my pocket all along. What's slipped in there? That piqued your curiosity. Let's see. You can have it. Oh, damn. A fragment you would get from a boss. I just want to see what this lady sells. She's a merchant, but I've never spoken to her before. Okay. She didn't sell all her colored lapis. There's 5 more here. That's fine. Also, I have a few of those, I'm pretty sure. I won't take nah for an answer. Nope. Damn it. Guess I'll just have to kidnap you then. Oh, there you are. Sir?
Oi! Shh! Keep your voice down.
I like this guy's voice already. I'll take all of your core lapis.
All of it? Though my business may not seem so big, I should warn you that I can get what you need, both legitimately and not so legitimately. Best you give me an actual number. All of it would be far more than you actually want.
It's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Feiyun Commerce Guild? Well, why didn't you say so? If it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, then sign on the dotted line, and I'll start getting things in order right away.
This is going well.
Hey, you got home at a decent time.
I know. Next up,
My
chasm.
I'm not talking to you anymore, man. Be gone. Oh. Really?
It was pretty close.
Were they like crossing the street when they weren't supposed to?
You know how there's two crossing places where the two yield signs are?
Oh, on the Riverwalk? Yeah.
Yeah, they were not on either of those. They were in between, on that part of the road. Didn't flinch, didn't look at me, didn't speed up, and like, I was like, dude, the hell's over? You were not even on the crosswalk.
And it's nighttime too. What the fuck you being stupid like that?
Didn't even look. Didn't look. Didn't flinch.
What's he doing?
I don't know, maybe he wants to die. Goddamn.
No.
Anyway, I've got like these free sample things that were, they're just like little jerky things.
And look, they're like Slim Jims.
Yeah. So I just thought maybe one of them.
Did I tell you a story about Slim Jims and their slogan?
No, I don't think so.
When I was younger, the Slim Jim slogan was "Eat me." So they go like, "Snap it to a Slim Jim," and he goes, "Eat me."
Oh yeah.
And so I imitated that, and my parents didn't know that I was imitating a commercial for Slim Jim. So when I said "eat me" like that,
so they thought you were being like a little shit?
Yeah, they thought I was being a little shit. And I was like, "It's a Slim Jim thing," and they're like, "I know Slim Jim. It's snapping to a Slim Jim. It's not that." I was like, "It is like that," and they didn't believe me.
Oh, did you get punished?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess I learned that "eat me" is a bad thing to say.
Well, I mean, it's true, but hold that to your grave.
Yeah.
Take that to your grave. Never forgive.
Never forgive, never forget. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I might eat it with some cheese later or something.
Yeah. There were jalapeno flavored ones. Obviously, those were the ones being sampled, but I might buy those ones.
Yeah. Computer cover. Cucumber says he's gonna help me blast some bosses away. So
next time I actually play, I'll probably upgrade my bosses as well.
yeah, because I would want to fight some of your world level 2 bosses as well.
Yeah, because I'm pretty ready to upgrade. I was just playing Deltarune.
Yeah. You finished Deltarune?
Yeah, I did last night.
How was it?
It was very good and the ending will fuck you up just as the first chapter does. So.
I'm looking forward to playing it in its entirety.
I think you're really gonna like it. The characters are just really fun. If you like the humor from the first one, like I was covering my mouth like at several moments, just like being like just beside myself at some of the dialogue.
Mm-hmm. I trust Toby to write some fun dialogue.
He's good at it. And Temmie, I think she did most of the art, if not all of it.
Okay.
Her art's always really good.
Guess it makes sense that we're here in this mining place. Or it's a chasm. Wait, there's a sparkle here? What the fuck? Oh, there you are. I can't remember who thought it was chasm, but they thought it was that because they never heard it pronounced. They only read it. And there's a couple words that I had like that growing up. Specifically, I remember I was reading Goosebumps in Horrorland. Okay, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? And they kept having the word buses in there, and I was saying buses because I didn't know what the fuck it was actually saying. Oh, of course. Pardon me for thinking that was going to have no hitbox. Noise. I mean, I'm going to grab this stuff while I can. free shit. Hello, sir.
Hello there. Are you in charge of the core lapis here?
Aha, finally. I thought you might come. I hear the Feiyun Commerce Guild has been buying up all the core lapis stock in Liyue Harbor.
Liyue.
As it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that hasn't been shipped yet. It's all yours, if you name the right price.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Well, the original buyer's price was already quite high, so... The best I can do is 7 million mora.
Are you serious? We spent less than 100,000 mora on the rest of Liyue's stock put together.
Yo, read the line. 100,000, that says 2 million.
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so it has to be worth my while.
It's poor form to just raise the price without good grounds. That's over 4 times what it should be, you crook.
Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine. You can take it or leave it. So if you're not buying, please leave me alone.
All right. We'll pay, even if it is a ridiculous price. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll sell to this gentleman at 4 times the normal price in the future.
Wait, surely there's no need for that.
Maybe you should think twice before affronting the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Please, don't do this. It's not even your money. Why be so frugal with it?
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss why we spent so much in one go. If he asks, all we can do is mention your name and say you gouged us over the price.
I understand. I'm sorry, please. I don't want any trouble with the guild. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the delivery of this batch. Several carts were ambushed by hilly churls.
Oh, God.
I don't know where exactly, but if I can't retrieve the goods, I can't sell them to you either. So, maybe you could go and look for the carts? There should be 5 of them in total. If you can find them all and tell me where they are, I'll sign the contract right away.
Market price?
Oh, yes, of course. I mean, I do hope to carry on doing business in Liyue in the future.
That's that then. Well, no time to lose. Come on!
My thought process would be like, oh, if you can't gather your materials, then you can't sell them to the competition. There you go, done deal. Ah, there you are.
Oh yeah! We found it! Check out all that core lapis! Make a note of the location. We'll send the Feiyun Commerce Guild to collect it later.
Sir?
Go, there!
It's not a very scenic thing.
Another one down.
And you just get caught up on the tiniest of ledges. Oh, this is one.
Harry, quick! Make a note of the location.
Yeah.
Shadows of fate.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Please, Lisa. Please.
That's it, all right.
And last one. Is it gonna be slimes?
Let Paimon see. Yep, that's it. That guy said there were 5 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks.
Okay, asshole.
No escape. Decided by destiny.
Yep. Can we just kill you before we get the shields back? And then take care of you.
Leave it all to me. Delves into.
Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy.
And jump cancel.
Steady as stone.
Hey, time to gather everything now. Kind of wish you could pick up stuff faster. I think I've said that before, but
Someone needs assistance.
Cicero is hungry.
A little dusty.
Here's a sweet roll.
Best give it a spring cleaning.
Or a carrot. I need to get back to Skyrim at some point, but this is sort of scratching the overworld, the open world itch. I'll get back to it eventually. Just not now. I don't want to. Yeah.
Here, we've made a note of the cart's locations. All 5 of them. Can you sell us the core lapis now?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you both. Yes, let's make this official. I also hope you could put in a good word with your boss for me.
You know, Paimon talks about herself in the third person a lot like Cicero.
Oh no, no.
Paimon is hungry. I could use a sweet roll or a carrot. She always talks about being hungry as well. Yeah.
Done and dusted. Yeah!
Nice work back there, Paimon. How'd you know that bluff would work?
Paimon's got a knack for this business malarkey, don't you think? Now for the final stop on our core lapis crawl. To Chain the Ninth's place.
Nope. Oh, one of these things.
You're in for a little shock.
How about a miss? How about a miss?
Go, go, Barret Bunny!
Yeah, I need those Whopper flower nectars to upgrade, I think, water elemental people? I'm not gonna fight these people. Unless they annoy me. Oop. Here we go. Oh boy. Yeah, we're going way back up there. Oh yeah, get him, Pirate Tifa. All right.
Just who I was hoping to see. I was just thinking to myself, Gentry mount-sized thugs have been mysteriously absent for a while now. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Oh, don't worry. You won't be hearing from them again.
Oh? What happened?
Not only that, but we'd like to purchase your core lapis.
Huh? Oh, I see now. You're in this trade too. So you're trying to beat him to the post, eh? Appearances can be deceiving, that's for sure. But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply impossible. The maximum I can do is 40% off, and even then I'm only breaking even.
No need. We'll take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not trying to force the price down? What's going on? Have I died and gone to heaven? I can't believe it. I will make a profit on this batch after all. But Gentry mount-sized thugs could still come back after I've sold it.
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not gonna bother you again.
Rest assured, you're safe selling to us.
Huh. Okay then. My situation can hardly get worse from here in any case. But tell me, what on earth do you plan to do with so much core lapis?
Oh.
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
We'll send someone to collect the goods later.
Thank you. Thank you a million times over. I really don't know what to say.
Don't thank us yet. Wait till we finished at least.
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. And so will the nasty people. Anyway, let's get going, because apparently we have a show to watch at the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse.
Bye! Hello, child.
Welcome. The final act in this drama would not be complete without you two here as audience.
You better believe it. We're the ones who've been doing all the work. What exactly have you been doing all this time?
Reading.
Well, naturally, I used the time to immerse myself completely in Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I managed to finish the book off, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Divine Halberd, an ominous sword. Mir and Wei Yang. The way the story develops across the first 5 volumes, nothing short of exemplary. But the 6th volume? Words fail me. How blessed we are to have such an author grace our world with such works.
I thought words failed you.
And this is related to Gentry Moutsai how?
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation.
Is the ending of the book good?
It was rather good, thanks. I only hope that as our plan reaches its denouement, it too will live up to its expectations.
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? No fair. So go on then, tell me, what are we doing here? And what's this big dramatic showdown thing that's supposed to happen?
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor, and he doesn't find a single piece. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill his contract, he can't stay in good standing with the Fatui. He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic turns to disbelief. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like this. So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks, he is certain to...
So it was you! You were the one sticking your necks out for Chang the Ninth!
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis before I realized the Feiyun Commerce Guild had been on an acquisition spree. Core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks dry up, just like that. Explain yourselves. What is the meaning of this persecution?
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another, one to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, it is a perfectly normal response to rush to the aid of he who has been wronged. Was it not one of your own men who said, "This isn't over"?
You clearly don't know what's good for you. I won't beat around the bush. Master, if you please, seize their core lapis.
Master, eh?
Shadows of fate!
But yeah.
Delve into destiny!
I might as well.
Body and mind.
Pay your dues.
Not good. No, my sword.
You're in for a little shock.
Written in the stars!
Surrender and be gentle.
Let it rain!
Can't run from death.
Impressive.
Edgelord.
You are no commoners. To continue this fight would be to incur greater losses than I can accept.
Oh, you're the same dude who voices that shady merchant.
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off. The core lapis is almost within our grasp.
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you extends to business matters only? I did not lend you my men to have them stir up trouble at your beck and call.
What are you saying? Master, everything I did with only one thing in mind. To complete the order.
Then figure it out by yourself.
Don't go. Wait. Master, wait!
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young woman, I am unscathed.
My lord?
I did not see that coming. My lord!
You are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Indeed, my liege. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan and second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild manager, and I make no secret of it.
Drats! I've been played like a fiddle.
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. The problems that your business practices have created, I have sought to resolve through mine. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to provide their core lapis.
You meddling swine. Well, go on. Tell me, what will you sell it for?
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight fire with fire, shall we? 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
How dare you subject me to such viciousness? This is a malicious and calculated attempt to run me into the ground.
Deep breaths now. This is a simple decision. Will you buy or not?
Fine. Have it your way. I'll find the money somehow. Happy now?
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business, and hope you will continue to do business with us in future.
You? Funny-speaking, book-reading, guhua geeking Xingqiu are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Of course, it's a rich boy playing Batman.
So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day? That was from your private vault?
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Moutsai in his place. A classic two birds, one stone situation.
Don't you rich kids take calligraphy classes from a young age?
Very droll. My family can always tell me from my handwriting. It's certainly one of my distinguishing features.
It wasn't a cipher, it was just messy handwriting.
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you Guhua Geek this whole time!
Yep.
Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich girls like you get angry at someone, you have their arms and legs chopped off! Paimon's toast! And sorry, very sorry! Please don't hurt Paimon!
Calm down. Since you can fly, you hardly need your legs anyway.
Save me! Save me! This is not a drill! Repeat, this is not a drill!
What kind of book did you say you read this in?
Jokes aside, I have the two of you to thank for this successful resolution. Really, you were a huge help. Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much obliged if you could return it to Chang the Ninth for me.
You're making us run yet another errand.
I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. The two of you, meanwhile, though strangers to the circumstances, stepped in and saved the day. To have made such valiant and chivalrous friends is more than enough for me, my liege.
My lord, forgive the intrusion. It's about your father.
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money in the process. Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the Shattered Halberd speaks of a domain that I should very much like to investigate.
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy bones who doesn't want to work.
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Chang the Ninth's palace, and not just his gratitude?
Maybe 7 million more.
A reward? Well, that sweetens the deal somewhat.
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay.
Why didn't you tell us Xing Cui it was the Fei Yun heir?
Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me. I will take my leave now. May we meet again, fellow merchants.
Oh, we got the book that they keep talking about. Alright, I'll finish up this quest and then, Cucumber, if you're still there, if you still want to hop in here and mess around with the boss, flex a little bit. Otherwise, I'm going to be continuing the story. Jeez, is this really the fastest way to get here? Dude's up the top of the mountain. Stuck on a stair.
Finally, you're back. This morning, the pawnbroker showed up and gave me back my entire collection. I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
No big deal. Happy to help.
Please don't say that. You have no idea how much this means to me. The Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's affairs as heir, a series of business setbacks devoured our fortune. Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former glory. In the end, everything was riding on this Corlapis deal. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains would have become my final resting place.
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this town.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh, here's your book back.
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I was beginning to think that Guhua rascal had swindled me.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan so much?
Actually, the art is centuries old, and was once held in high esteem. But now it has faded beyond recognition. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so it becomes a vicious cycle. In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Sincho, for instance.
Sincho.
For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? You're the ones who've displayed a genuine sense of responsibility.
Maybe a Guhua Renaissance is right around the corner.
What does it matter? Anyway, you wanted the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide, didn't you? I'll fetch it for you. It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of appreciation for your huge generosity.
It'll definitely benefit you to take some time to beef up characters and farm equipment sets if you need to. Yeah, that's what I've been spending the past couple days doing with Sapphire's bosses, and also just in my own time sort of getting some artifacts leveled up, but I've finally run kind of dry on artifacts to the point where I don't want to break down some because I might need them, sort of thing. And then also money. I had like 2 million and now I'm down to like 700,000. I burned through a lot of it leveling weapons and artifacts and characters and all that shit.
My ore is sold and my treasured books have returned. I can't believe it. What?
Just got interrupted with a bookmark.
What?
What was that? Paimon saw something fall out.
Oh, nothing. That little rascal surely isn't.
I see it was in the bookmarked in a place. Bookworm Swordsman. Get the Teyvat Travel Guide, some Primo Gems, 19,000 Mora. Some other shit. Alright, well that was that. Cool, so now I got a bunch of world quests, but then the story quest. So I need to turn on people being able to join after approval. Alright, so you should be good to join. We're actually pretty close. You should be able to join now. I forgot that teleports and... is that you? Yes. To rearrange my party. I'm going to take on this water thing if possible, because I'm not going to be able to fight this on my own until I farm materials and level my people up to like 60, I believe. Yep. Definitely not taking Mona into this.
Perfect weather for sipping a cup of tea while gazing out the window.
Rain? That's the perfect weather.
From our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chingsa. Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment.
Yeah, you're definitely doing that damage.
Its ability to take any shape.
Yep, there's 2,000 damage just from defeating those enemies.
Don't be such a brute.
Oh, that didn't even look like it hit me on my screen.
Terrestrial creatures become simply helpless. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Leave it all to me.
Blitz.
One who is ignorant of water's treasure.
Oh shit, of course.
fails also to comprehend its horrors.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Try not to enjoy this too much. You're in for a little shock.
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold.
Fucking bitch.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would.
So sorry.
I'm doing like 400, he's doing like 4,000-ish.
Dodge this.
On some of those hits.
As long as rain falls and rivers flow, water will exist forever.
Yes, please. Well, at least I get 2 of those things. And 1 of these things. See, I'm not getting like anything crazy from doing this. I'm just getting basic stuff that I was getting from the previous difficulty. It's just 10 times harder. Because I think, what do I need to... What do I need for her? I guess I only need the stuff that she's dropping, but she's dropping like almost nothing. And it seems like it would be easier to farm it from the previous difficulty.
Company for a while. There'll be plenty of time for work later.
I'm gonna go ahead and teleport to heal. Also, thank you, son. I made my dog homemade dog food, and I'm about to give it to her to see if she likes it. Nice. Healing in a statue, same. See, I could see we were both taking a big chunk of damage. That boss is no joke. There's a lot of unavoidable, almost unavoidable moves. And you can see why I maybe had trouble with it when I was like 10 levels lower. It's a bit of a bitch. And I was just like fighting it, going like, oh, I guess I can't fight bosses anymore. I'm sure I could probably deal with other bosses that don't have the if you don't kill them fast enough, we'll kill your character thing, because we didn't run into that in this one. But yeah, if we took too long fighting those little shitbirds,
Weather for sipping a cup of tea. Well,
An assassin from
they would just kill you,
or a fool
melt you.
who
Everyone hates this fight.
trespasses upon the
Yeah,
waters of Chainsaw.
I didn't hate this fight
Coveting
20 levels ago.
pure water can take on many forms. In this way,
Duck.
shall water deliver your punishment.
Okay, you fucking duck.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
you're in for a little shock. Blitz.
It's not heat. Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless.
Ningwang auto targets, so the birds are a joke.
Power of water
Yeah.
is its ability to take any shape.
The birds are like glass cannons. Oh. This thing is a pain in the ass, because when it does its AoE move, it's basically impossible to dodge it.
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails often to comprehend its
Tried to dodge it. Apparently that's the only way you can dodge it. Y'all just have to deal with this.
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up.
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze!
As long as rain
Nice.
falls and rivers
Oh.
flow, water will exist forever.
Thankfully I had a water shield, but that was another, like, fuck you damage right there. Excel's Goblet, 2 more Cleansing Hearts. I guess we're getting double Cleansing Hearts, which is something. I wouldn't mind getting enough to get Mona to 60. Let's see how much that would actually require. Oh, I would need a bunch of this stuff here. Shimmering Nectar? Where the fuck? Level 40 Whopper Flowers? Level 40 Whopper Flowers. Well, I'm just going to come across those as time goes on. Who else would I need to focus on?
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it?
You know what? Let's just do this a couple more times. And that'll... We beat this boss 2 more times today. It'll use all my ley line energy, and then... Because the stuff I still need to fucking advance people seems to be... just from the world. Oh, this is a regular Animoculus. Right. For some reason I thought we were in Liyue. At some point you should get the MRE you can craft, then you can equip foods to it to heal by just hitting a button. Is MRE like a gadget? Because the only gadget I have is the one that, like, searches for Animo stuff. I'm wondering if I have access to what you're talking about yet. It's hard to think about traversing water without Mona.
Perfect weather. An assassin from our homeland.
Perfect weather for assassin.
Who trespasses upon the waters of Chainsa.
Yeah.
Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Superconduct is helping you with your melee shit. Oh. So I don't feel too bad. Oh, fuck up!
Solid ground. Terrestrial creatures become simply.
Hey, I dodged it! Yeah, you have to, like, see it coming and prepare and also be near a ledge. It's such garbage. To avoid, like, 2,000 damage. Either that or you have a water shield.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Speaking of which.
Let's spark things up a little.
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors.
No stone unturned, as a beautiful made wood. Someone needs assistance.
Dodge this! Oh, so
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold.
Thankfully, I had a water shield.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that.
Freeze! Frostbite. Cool it.
We seek but a small haven of tranquil waters. Is that so much to ask for? As long
Yep. I get some stuff. Only one of these shards, but I guess some of these so I can craft them into shards. And Mona has a 25% chance of, like, refunding some of those anyway. So we'll do this one more time. But yeah, go figure. With a super high level character, you can blow through these bosses at level 50. I know the levels get kind of crazy, though. Like, what did your character? Yeah, you're level 80 with those characters. You get some crazy stats going on comparatively.
Today's no good.
Today's no good. Whoop. Cook? Why did that say... Oh, this is the cook. I thought those balloons were bringing up the cook icon. Oh, it's not back. Whoops. Guess we need to leave it for longer, or... Worked the last couple times.
Let me scry.
Entity is timed out and disappeared. What? What, the Firefly? You can just, like, fucking steal a Firefly out from under my nose? Oh yeah, you get like a little baby oceanid familiar flying around. Or do you just get like familiars at some point, or is that like a? What is that? I have no idea what that is. I thought I noticed that earlier. I was like, I guess that's just a artifact or something. Usually they don't have like a physical appearance. You get pets from events. Okay. Starting to seem more and more like a MMO. So my character's being at level 50 should be
a cup of tea while gazing out the window.
of what I need to fight this level 50 boss, you would think, but I don't think they are. I think I'm still horribly underpowered, even though I'm of the appropriate level.
An assassin from our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chainsa. Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment.
Oh, that's cool.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
That far away, still took damage.
Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless.
Nope.
The power of water
Decided to hurt ourselves.
is its ability to take any shape.
Closer.
It's good AoE.
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors.
Surrender and be gentle.
This much will be float.
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Leave it all to me. As a good knight should.
That's cool. See how they're like just recovering the damage I did? Yeah. Definitely not dealing enough damage to actively kill them.
As long as
Not with Noelle, at least.
and rivers flow, water will exist forever.
And the 2 cleansing hearts, getting a bunch of Tiara torrents in these shards. So let's see here. So whenever the time comes,
Time for afternoon tea.
I will be able to ascend Mona, but I need this shit. Which is a bunch of stuff from Whopper Flowers. In my world, I believe they're level 40 and up. And then these mushrooms are easy enough to come across. But yeah, that's a good example of what I've been dealing with, on top of showing the vast difference in what 30 levels can get you. You get a little harp to play.
Yes, Stone.
I won't pet. Oh, now you got Sapphire's attention with the little floaty blob things that do things. They float around and act cute. Absolutely, I slumbered. But now I awaken. Anyway, thanks for stopping in, Cucumber. Gonna do maybe just a tiny bit of story before stopping the stream, but I'm out of the ley line shit, the energy. And I'll probably do more of the boss grindy stuff whenever Sapphire levels her world to level 2. And I can get some materials from that as well. But it's good to have an idea of what this boss sucks is the main thing. And this is the first boss I tried to fight after leveling my world up. I'm pretty sure I could have taken on the Electro Cube. I'm pretty sure I could have taken on the cubes. They would have just been 20-minute fights. And that's not fun to do. It's not fun to fight a boss for 20 minutes and get, like, scraps. Tony Stark beat this cube in a cave, and all he got was scraps. So let's see here. We have story. Or actually, you know what? That's a good place to stop. We've been going for 2 hours. I'd prefer to do grindy stuff off stream. Story stuff is always going to be here. I'll only pursue story stuff on stream. But I'll do some of the world quests and whatnot, and do some more boss farming on a different day. I didn't get any stray wishes or anything. Nope. Oh, why would I? Oh well. I'm not going to be drawing from this, I don't think. Beidou, I like as a concept, but not enough for me to really pour Primo Gems into. I want an event with like at least 2 characters I want, or where the main character that's at the front is somebody I want. I don't know when that's going to be, though. You can DM me if you want to farm again another time. I'll see if I can schedule a quick ass beating. Yeah, that didn't take too long, especially with what your level you're at. But as far as the stuff I need to farm, the stuff I need to farm isn't even from my current world level. It's bullshit. I can't farm stuff from the previous world level, which is...
I'm tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some.
You need to stop talking. Anyway, I'm going to stop. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for helping out with the little bit of grind thing, Cucumber. I appreciate the revenge on the water bitch boss. I really hate that boss turned into a cool experience off stream into a nightmare off stream. If you get your hands on a Bennett, he's my favorite healer slash DPS. Which character is that? Bennett. Oh yeah, he looks like a fucking Xenoblade 2 character. Oh boy, he's a nerd.
Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
What the hell? He just got pelted with a rock. So yeah, he looks like a Xenoblade character. He looks like a Rex. A little bit. So he's a pyro healer? That's a first.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
He's the unlucky adventurer. Gotcha. So like even when he wants to pose as an adventurer, like the world just might as well have crickets playing in the background. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the stream. Thanks for coming. Bye bye.